Hi. I think my video just cut me off. Anyway, I got a shower. It's the end of my shift. I started at 10:30 last night when I sent that video with my pre-trip. And I started out with a pretty shirt, and you could see my purple bra straps, and so I put a purple earring so it would match. Man, I need to start working out again. I'm seeing myself on these videos like I've never seen myself before, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm out of shape. I worked out for 35 years. I rode a bicycle, I hopped buses, I walked. I couldn't afford a car. I was raising kids. And then one day I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. The kids are grown. I've got grandkids. I'm single, and I'm still struggling, and this is total bullshit. And I'm gonna get on a truck. So I started making phone calls, and sure enough, I was off to school. And I have been sitting ever since. And if you're a driver, you know what I mean. You drive all day, you drive a 10-hour shift, you drive 10 hours and 56 minutes, you park, and then you get in the sleeper. Man. Anyway, thank God I'm eating healthy and taking my vitamins and all that good stuff. But I gotta start working out. Since I'm making videos more often, seeing that, man, I am falling apart. Physically falling apart. Not proud of it at all. But I'll fix it. Watch me fix it. Okay, so I'm cooking dinner. Got all my skillets and my pans and pots and knives and stuff cleaned out. First thing I'm gonna do is boil my egg noodles, because I love egg noodles with butter and salt and pepper. Alright, so pardon-moi. Excusez-moi. I had to go get some water. I usually buy 2 cases of water at a time because I use a lot of water for cleaning and for cooking and for bathing. Washing my pots and pans. A lot of water, 2 cases. You don't always get a shower out here. You don't get a shower every day, I promise. There's a lot of times you have loads and pickups, shippers and receivers. You don't have time. You're going to park at the shipper, you're going to park at the receiver. Oh, just do them all. No point leaving that little bit in there. I've got Tupperware and stuff I can reheat. Make a batch. That's what I do. I might freeze some. I'll probably freeze some of it and then eat it next week. Because I can only do leftovers a couple of times and then I'm burnt out. Yeah, you don't always get a shower. To learn how to wash on my truck. Baby wipes. I get the baby wipes that are 99% water and 1% aloe. And I use them to wipe out my dishes, and then I steam everything with hot boiling water and wipe it out and dry it. Use them to wash with. Mom when we were kids. She'd say, get ready to go. We're going somewhere and we got to be there by 3. You don't have time to take a shower. Just take a whore bath. Well, that's what it is on the truck. Take a whore bath. I do change out of my clothes every day and put on a fresh pair of pajamas. So, you do the best you can do when you live out here. I do live out here. I have a home that I pay rent for, but I live out here. I stay out for 5 or 6 months and I go home once or twice a year for a week. But I'm just trying to save for retirement, and I mean, that's all I've got. I was 55 when I started driving. I'm 65 now. And I wish I had started doing videos when I got on the bus to go to school, because, man, I just thought, you know, the devil on this shoulder, the angel on this shoulder, and the devil overpowered everything. You're gonna fail. You don't want to start videos. You'll be embarrassed. You'll be humiliated. You won't be able to do this. You're gonna fail. And so I didn't start making a video on the Greyhound bus like I wanted to. So, but I got stories. Man, I got stories. And I'll tell them to you. I'm gonna have to start scripting so I get it right, because I'm sure I'm not very articulate at all. I don't speak to many people. My daughter, my grandsons, we do videos quite often. Not often enough. I wish it was more often. But they're busy. They're both working. Boys are in school now. Pandemic babies. They're in school, they're in daycare, they're doing good. And I'm here with you guys. If you love me, like me, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I make a video, you get a notification. You can check me out. I'm doing good at trucking. I could be doing better. We all could, but we know what's been going on since the pandemic. We all know what's going on, so we don't even need to go there. But it's getting better. It's picking up, and I'm very grateful for it, all of it. Grateful for my job, grateful for my kids, grateful for 10 things every day, at least. Grateful when I open my eyes in the morning. Grateful for healthy food and the ability to cook and share it. In the last 3 years, I think, since I started, I think I have 29 videos. A few of them got some good views. I have 16 subscribers. Thank you so much, you guys. To all 16 of you. Thank you. Give me some more. I'll earn it. I'll work for it. You won't regret it. Okay? Alright, so, you know what might be helpful? If I want my egg noodles to cook, I might want to turn it on. Alright, so when this gets going, now, so in the meantime, I will, there's an onion. That's the sausage. I am also going to add some cabbage to it, because cabbage is good for you. Good for you. You need it. Oh, there's my garlic. You know, sometimes my dad used to say, good thing your head's attached. Yep. But I have had a day. Now, come on. I started my shift at 10:15 last night. I get to the receiver. It's 4 hours there, waiting for the gates to open. And then I go in, I deliver it. It takes 10 minutes for them to take these 2 little bitty skinny pallets off my truck. And it was a security load, so, you know, picking up garlic shells. So then I got my next load, and it doesn't pick up till tomorrow, and drove, parked, took a nap, Oh, traffic in Tennessee. I'm in Nashville, so it was gridlock. I'm glad I only had to drive 2 miles to get to the truck stop so I could park and take a nap. And then, so I woke up from my nap and I'm like, God, you need a shower. It's been days. The whore bath is only good for so long, you know, and then you start to feel like, you know, it might be gross. Look, I have a lot of laundry. I change pajamas every night. I change clothes every day. Do what you gotta do. So I get to Love's, park, get in, you know, got here about 2 o'clock Tennessee time. Get in, get a shower. I'm in right away. It was beautiful. Oh, the shower was beautiful. I love Love's. Free showers with your card. I have diamond status every month. And free coffees. Points. I mean, probably, I don't know, a couple of $1,000s a year you get points when you fill up. So, yeah, I live off those Love's points. I love Love's. I don't mind parking at other places. I like Petro, TA, Flying J. I like the off-the-wall places that have the good restaurants. You know, the real truck stop restaurants. My dad traveled a lot. He used to take us to the truck stops. He says, this is good food. And it was. But, you know, nowadays, they've got all this healthy food. The wraps, the salads, the grapes, all the fruit, the watermelon, the cantaloupe. These little hummus things with the crackers, chicken salad. They're doing good. I stay away from the hot dog rolling machines. Every now and then, I can't stand it. Eat one. I'm dying for 2 days. Just not worth it. Man, they're good though. You know, the pandemic really messed everything up. You know, all the restaurants closed. People were making more on unemployment than they would make if they went back to work, so they didn't go back to work. I can tell you there's at least 15 Denny's on the East Coast that closed up because of the pandemic. People wouldn't come back to work. Unbelievable. But I guess that's just my generation. We don't understand that kind of lackadaisical BS. Back in the old days, if you were on unemployment, they made you go look for a job, and you had to prove it. You had to get signatures from employers to say, this person was here, they applied, they don't qualify, we're not going to hire them. And you had to do at least 3 of those per month if you were going to continue to get your unemployment. I don't know. I've never had unemployment. I lose a job. I've been fired probably twice in my life before I was 30. You don't whine and complain and wah, 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 and I'm going to get unemployment, and I'm just, you know, go find another job. And I would. I'd have another job by the next day. It's no big deal. I've always had a job. If you count babysitting, I've been working since I was 12. But officially, I lied about my age, and I walked down the street from the house where we live to a cemetery where my grandfather was buried, and got a job on the phones, going through the phone book, calling people selling cemetery plots. 14 years old. I was good. I told him I was 16. You didn't need any proof back then. That was 1974. You didn't need any proof. You could go into a club with a birth certificate from your best friend's older sister, you know? Anyway, I don't know, my dad came home from work, and I guess my brothers and sisters outed me because he came in there. He said, she can't work, she's 14. They're like, what? Cindy, you told us you were 16. They said, please don't take her. She's the best salesman we've ever had. I was booking appointments for these sales reps. Like, I was doing great. But anyway, so he made me get in the truck, took me home. And when I was 15, lied about my age again. Went and got a job at Wendy's. They didn't ask. You didn't need any proof. So I started working at Wendy's when I was 15 and worked for them until I graduated high school when I was 17. Got the garlic all chopped up. Garlic, good stuff. Chop it up and let it sit for a little bit. The anisine comes out, and that's the healing properties. It's good for your heart. It's good for everything. Google it. Amazing garlic. Okay, the onion. Always garlic and onion. And if you watch any of my other videos, you'll see that in my recipes. Every recipe starts with garlic and onion. I looked for some celery in the store tonight. That might come later. This summer, I don't know. Celery sticks. I'm not making a trip to Walmart anytime soon. I'm going to use up the food I've got. Make it work. Celery would be good in this though, but I'm going to put cabbage. Egg noodles, garlic and onions, cabbage, and my favorite sausage. Be good. And I'll have leftovers. Peeling. Picking up onion and garlic shells. They're everywhere. Got my truck all cleaned up. My condo, my domicile. I'm not chopping the onions finely, just like this. Rest of the garlic. I don't have much garlic. I'll tell you what, when I run out of garlic, it will be time for a trip to Walmart. Okay, so we got garlic and onions. We got cabbage. Just a little quarter piece. I took the head of cabbage and cut it. Put it in separate baggies for separate times. I won't take off the wimpy outside. Throw it away. I won't put more than this in this dish because when I reheat it for leftovers, it'll be too soggy. I like my cabbage crispy. Just like steamed. Not boiled, not overcooked. When I reheat it into leftovers, I'll cook another little quarter-size cabbage to go with it. And that's how I roll. It's gonna be a few minutes before the egg noodles are ready. Probably about 20 minutes. This little pot right here, it's called a rice pot, but you can boil eggs in it. I cook my egg noodles, I make rice, I reheat leftovers, cook soup in it. It's like $16 at Walmart, and it has lasted forever. Plug it in, I've got the inverter. It's good for reheating water to wash dishes, anything I need hot water for. I use my coffee pot for my wash water when I want to bathe. Coffee pot, hot water for hot chocolate, just anything I need to reheat water for. Well, okay, I'm going to let you go for now because it's going to be about a half hour before dinner's ready. And stay tuned for part 2. Love you.